With you all the way. Gonna be epic.
All right, let's head off.
There is no escape!
Mondstadt welcomes
Shine down! Illusion shattered! Strike!
Let's get down to business.
Teamwork is trim! Glory to the Shogun! Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
The very
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
nature.
Cheap tricks.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
The fairy.
Let's light it up! Strike! Ha! Erase all threats. Inazuma shines eternal! Storm the front!
Clouds hide. The birds call.
Everybody stand back! I knew you'd miss me.
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Are you here to play with me?
I see everything.
Loaded. The victor is declared. The merrier.
Purging transgression.
Odds reveal.
Grow, grow, grow.
Out of my sight.
Hey, may hurt a little. Yeah.
Into the shadows.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. No rest for...
Grow. This may hurt a little.
First, time to testify. Ready.
Magic's power flows through me! Winter.
May I present
Everyone hold hands!
by royal
Move it.
Grow! Huh. Huh. Ha. Huh. Huh.
odds reveal.
Well,
The show begins.
Ready.
Killjoy.
A minute to memory.
You got it.
Ha!
As you wish, me.
One shall descend once again.
Strike a pose.
This is Her Majesty's gift. Winter shall be winter.
No escape.
Move it.
You can't run from death.
What shall we do?
Solidify.
Ready. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Gah!
This might hurt a little. Ha! Withering.
Loaded.
Gather!
Committed to memory.
By royal decree.
Grow!
I summon thee!
No rest for the wicked.
I summon thee!
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication. Cry out my illustrious name. Cry out my illustrious name.
Traveler? Paimon?
Kanichi! Fancy meeting you here. We've actually...
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder
Oh, the, Turnfire Knight, you mean,
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you.
once and for all?
That's right. He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
To the Night Kingdom?
To his death.
Whoa! Are you serious right now? You shouldn't go blurting out accusations like...
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase it. There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of the ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
But that's ridiculous! He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory!
And that glory comes at a price.
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living... Ah, yes, and Nana was...
She likely won't be the last to lose.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way?
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so... That evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So, to look at it one way, in past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This...
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge.
Then it sounds like you'll know for sure.
If he really asked us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
I know this must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now. But would you have time to visit the chief? I'd like to make a deal with you.
What kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other... Good.
No
rest for the wicked.
I summon thee!
Ah, mighty Outlanders, you have returned. Did you have a good rest?
It was...
Glad to hear it. Things are progressing very... There are still those who insist...
Plus, Kanish doesn't want to do it.
Exactly. We covered the fire lighting part of the proceedings yesterday. The next... It's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of... One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the...
Asleep, huh?
Precisely. In previous years, the flame bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient... But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss, and you seemed to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's body, freeing us.
Traveler?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? That's all you really need to know? The ceremonies in the meantime, feel free to take a look around our... And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few...
So now we have extra errands to run? Maybe we should act...
I'll be sticking around for the next few days, so if you haven't...
Seems like Kanish was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
Huh. You're here.
Kanish! Elder Trinidad!
I can tell.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon? Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival.
Hello, Chief Wina.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kanish to invite... I believe Kanish has already filled you in, so... However, I would like to request that you take steps. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes. From Yupan, this is our history and our heritage. To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, my honored guests, please give this matter... Perhaps there is, but despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found it.
Running away won't solve anything.
Thank you both.
So, Kanish, earlier...
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around...
That works too.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Next target should
Time to testify.
Kanish, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's...
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. I'm working on it.
Really? Well, come on then.
In a moment. Didn't you...
Oh, yeah. What was it again? Oh, right. We need to...
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
You got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a house, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together.
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss, too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs. I did some research after the fact. Apparently they're known as beastly rifts, and there are many of them of all different sizes. That's where those purple dogs were coming from. So, if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and...
Whoa, that sounds good.
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse. Still, we desperately need something like this, even just as a temporary measure. The Chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and...
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, and he has every right to take that view. It's one thing to try and... No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment. Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us, not the other way around.
I think I know a way. You have any better idea?
Not at the moment, but it just feels like, after all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King.
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling...
All right. So what's this deal you wanted to make with us? We're hard...
All I need you to do is keep I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the flame. If you help me out, there'll be a gift for you in return.
Ooh, what kind of...
Something well worth your while, I'd say. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new flame bearer. That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and then, when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll...
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even if it works, what if neither Chief Wyna nor
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue, leaving only me on the opposing side. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like me. Can I take that to me?
For sure. And who knows, maybe we'll...
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can. Good luck to us both.
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribespeople and take some heat off of Kenichi's back.
Huni, how can you call the Mountain King a monster?
Because he hurt a lot of people, and look what happened to Nana.
But it wasn't on purpose.
That's true, but the fact remains that he's now a threat to all of us.
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick?
Toba, Huni, what's wrong?
Huni's saying nasty things about the Mountain King. It's not right. He's our hero.
Once upon a time, maybe, but not anymore.
Yester...
Toba? Fine. I guess my dad is right. Things change, and you just have to accept it and move forward. As of today, our friendship is over. There's no going back. Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. We have some great news to tell you. The Traveler is gonna be the flame bearer for the next Turnfire night. He's gonna do a beautiful ceremony and cure the Mountain King's illness for good.
What? Really?
So that's what my dad wanted to talk to you? To be fair, from what we saw the other day, You are...
Wait! Speaking of Kanich...
Oh yeah, good question. We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he...
No! We can't let that happen! I've never even spoken to him before! I can't afford to make such a bad first impression!
I didn't mean to argue with Toba.
Yeah, if you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would have come to look for...
All right. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon, Dad just really misses Nana.
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't have spoken to you the way...
That's more like it. Now you're...
Guess so. Toba, I'd better go buy some colored cloth for my dad now. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler.
Okay. I'll head home as...
Okay, take care, you two. Even though they said there's... Come on, let's move on. Huh? What's going on over there? Hey there! What's happening?
A rehearsal for the...
Ooh, there's a...
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these...
Why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire night, of course. This isn't one of those...
Well, did you know that the Flame Bearer this time is at...
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have... What? Oh, it's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably...
You're not taking part in the turn...
You must be... Not bad, right? Yeah, I'm considered one of the better-looking guys who dances beneath the pillars of the Sacred Flame. Been doing it a few years. Always gets the ladies out to watch.
Oh, very impressive.
Well, I feel like the whole Mountain King situation is getting more and more precarious. It's just... The question is, what are we gonna do about this in the long term? But our leaders don't have any answers for us. The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured...
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah. It's... I managed to get in touch with the Saurian relic.
What's the Saurian...
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts. Speaking of which, the guy who was...
A how? A how's a relic from an ancient...
Oh, yeah, him. So, then, do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association folks say that the kind of contract you...
Really? That sounds ominous.
Who knows? But if it's true, Kanich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff. I doubt he'd make a contract that doesn't benefit him. Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human involved in some kind of Saurian-era contract ritual.
Oh, does that count as a...
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture, but after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been... Or... You look like you know your...
If all you need to get is a picture, that should be pretty achievable, right?
Wait, you're seriously gonna...
Come on, it's no big deal.
Pyro Archon above. You two have hearts of gold, you know that? You're the kind of people who could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night Kingdom, and it wouldn't burn a single hair off. Of course it is. All right, come with me.
By royal
Hey! Everyone hold in!
Solidify!
Into the shadows. First to find gets to stake their claim. Seems fair.
There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you can see...
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago.
Great minds think alike.
Loaded.
This may hurt a little. Everyone hold hands. Whew. That should be the last of them. Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely true. Now that you it does match the story he told us, though. There's a sorry... whatever. That's a wrap! Let's take it back to Tiago!
You've been robbed? Oh, Ponche.
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Hey, Ponche! Come and say hi to these guys. They're gonna be the new...
Wait, are you...
Huh?
I don't...
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly, that you helped him out, and...
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a name for...
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met.
Really? All I want is to get the fruit...
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book, Yupanqui's Turnfire. Unfortunately...
I spent years of my life researching that. On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least 5 different...
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during...
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless...
See what I mean, Ponche? Now...
I don't know if...
Coming at ya! Hiya! Ha! Ha ha! Oh, what a stroke of good luck!
Hey! You...
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get shoved butt first into a tree hollow. Oh, what's this? Brought a little body... Eat dirt, suckers! Please! By all the warriors, please! I don't have your
Oh, yeah? Well, where?
I threw it away!
You threw it away?
The old bum's bag didn't have a single Mora in it! All that time lying in a...
Is that...
The same place you found me! Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon it's the...
Okay, that's... What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth. Right. Let's hope nobody...
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Huitzatlan, this holds true for all bearers of this ancient name in recorded history. This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power. Yuponki's Turnfire. What an Let me see, the author is...
Silence, Book Muncher! The great Kahula will suffer your droning voice no longer.
Do you truly find no joy at all?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end.
What? You're saying Kenichi will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body? When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahula demands to know!
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core.
Silence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares your kind with the great Kahula is sheer vanity. And if that day ever comes...
You don't need to... All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms, but from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending. And you, great Kahula How, are... Now, let me...
We're so sorry, Miss...
Does that mean...
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book, but the brains behind it are...
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the... Well, not exactly.
Oh, really? So what did you find out in your research?
I think the key to...
Ponche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any...
You're right, but Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Shibalanke's power.
Yeah, I remember that story. Maybe you're the special case.
I'm not talking about
Like what?
Like the fact that the Mountain King is... The key factor is that if you don't believe me, then...
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious ritual. It began with the first...
Hey?
I'm sorry.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Kenichi, what are you doing?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up.
Kenichi! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all...
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history of...
I'll be there, Pon. Let's go. Here will do. Yeah. I'd like your help giving it a trial run.
Sounds like you're not...
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet.
Yet? Are you saying...
I think it's possible, based on something I know about... Burkina didn't fall to the abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back. Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Either way, I can—
How can you drop these truth bombs?
This is what I've gleaned from my many interactions with the Mountain King. His mind is so disordered. It took some time to piece it all together. The story Elder Trinidad told you was the more palatable version of events. The truth is even darker. The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering and feels great shame.
What? Then...
Of course not. We should help him. It's the only practical solution. The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. An object of worship, even. Ending his life would be— Still, he's been the cause of multiple disasters.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we...
Then let's break for the day.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Feeling lucky? Ah.
You're here.
Oh, so the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time? Very well. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now, pucker up and kiss our feet.
Kanich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just...
Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How! No one!
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Kanich! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit! How dare you compare her to the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How! Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body! I will commit heinous atrocities! Tear down your legacy! Destroy your reputation! Wreak havoc on your...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a How in there for a couple of days.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The rift towns will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves. You'll find out soon enough. They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
Huh? Teamwork is dreamwork!
Target acquired!
I will have order. Solidify!
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
You see, Kanich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great Kahula How, and now I'm here to seize your... Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a... Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, but it looks like you've already met.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently. Tears of...
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting...
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Wait. Of course! You're the one behind all the reasons...
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low-stakes. I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than...
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rip.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. While that would have given me some more time to study the great Kahula How. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire. And this is the Wait, does that...
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha!
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less...
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss...
The Abysmal Disorder would suit you better. Kinich! Dispose of him! He is of no further use to us!
Traveler?
You see, this is why I like you. Still, you shouldn't underestimate me just because I'm a lowly clerk. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight. But when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone. Do me a favor, and remember how fast I disappear.
Darn! He got away again!
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy. Besides,
if you say so.
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. Even the unripe fruit...
Huh. What?
Of course! Only the...
Ugh.
Don't worry. He can't hurt a fly.
Paimon heard that those kinds of
Such as... a How watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture? Vulture! We are the Dragon Supreme! Sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame!
Let's pick this up another time. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's Turnfire night. Time to light the sacred flame and burn away the filth for a legendary...
Oh yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a little...
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. See you tomorrow.
At long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly. Seems like a lot of people have...
Well, it's nearly time. Of course, there's...
Oh, is it time for me to join you?
It's time to pull the trigger. Chivalry will never die.
A walk would be nice.
Are you ready?
Off we go!
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task.
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no...
A resolution will come.
No one would disagree with you if... Look around you. Can't you see how our...
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
That may be so, but still...
Good evening, Traveler and...
Kinich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give...
Very well. But make it...
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the...
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them?
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the Turnfire, and you'll have to start over. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
So that's our part. What about you?
I'll be with you the whole way, and once you've lit the altar, I'll start summoning the rift. You can leave that side.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe just tell the chief when you're ready.
Rain outlines your...
you doing? I'm counting on you. By past fuel and my brothers and sisters, the time has come to light the...
Go get the sacred flame. Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. It's not gonna work. You have to do them in order, and there's no going back. Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up. Impressive. Just one more to go. Come on, one last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead. Great. All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave. Almost there. The cave is just up ahead. The Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first. There's the altar of the sacred flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yumkasaurs from 500 years ago.
Paimon can tell. He is huge. Let's tread carefully.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I...
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony.
There's no need this time.
Hmm?
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich! What is the meaning of this?
Is that a beastly...
Chief Waina, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to...
No, stop!
Foolish Locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your
But...
I'm sorry, Chief Waina and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination. Okay, I see what this...
You imbecile!
Oh no!
You forced my hand.
Elder Trinidad!
No! The Mountain King is waking up!
Everyone, out! Now!
Well, it seems... Take me, oh Mountain King!
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand.
Rain Cutter. Huh? Rain out. Game's up. Fun's over.
Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. You can use those against him. Yeah, that's it.
Rise! Solidify!
Locked up.
Busted. Know my sword. Witness the power of Guwa. Rain out. Things are about to get tight.
Time to go! What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end to White's at launch shame!
By past fuel,
and present flame. Life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.